Guys, welcome back. So it's Eid, day after tomorrow, and of course I had to do an Eid makeup tutorial. I was anyway thinking of doing it, but then some of you guys also DM'd me on my Instagram and asked me to do it. So I came up with this look. This is an olive green, sort of like a smoky eye. I know it looks kind of difficult, but I swear it isn't. It's really simple if you just follow the steps. So if you have any other requests, you can leave it in the comments, or you can also DM me on my Instagram, whichever one is easier for you. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, so let's just get started. Starting off with some clear face. This is how I look without makeup. I know it's scary. And first I'm going to color correct using the Kiss Beauty palette, because as you can tell I have some dark circles as well as I have some pimples and some pimple marks that I need to cover. So I'm going to dive into this orange color over here on my ring finger, put it under my eyes. For foundation, I'm going in with the Fit Me one by Maybelline, and I'm in the shade number 230 Natural Buff. I've already taken some on the back of my hand, as you can see. Now I'm just going to apply it on my face, and then I'm going to buff it out using a sponge. I'm going to leave my face at this for now and move on to the eyes. Now for my brows, I'm using this ABH Dip Brow Pomade dupe that I got from AliExpress, and I am in the shade dark brown. I also got this brush along with it, so I'm just going to first brush my eyebrows and then take some of the pomade and just shape it a little bit. As you can see, I have already primed my eyelids, and I used the Lorac behind the scenes eye primer for it, but you can of course go ahead and use your concealer or even your foundation for the same. Now the first eyeshadow palette that I will be diving into for today's look is the Meet Matte Trimony palette by the Balm, and inside this I'm going to be using this one called Matte Lopez and this one called Matte Rosy, or Ross as I call it, and I'm going to mix these two shades together and put it a little above my crease over here. Done. Now for the actual crease color, I'm going to be using this one, which is called Matte Reed. It's like a really dark burgundy color, and I'm just going to take a little bit of it on a smaller smudger brush this time, or buffing brush as they call it, and I'm going to put it right into the crease. This is basically to create kind of like a gradual gradient effect, as well as to create depth, as you can see between this eye and this eye. So I'm going to go back with the same color and put it into the crease. Now that the transition shade as well as the crease shade is up, for the actual lid color, I'm going to dive into this Revlon Color Stick Wad. Now I have had this for the longest of time, but I've never really used it much, and I'm going to go in with this olive green color shade. I absolutely love this, and for it I'm going to use a flat packer brush, something like this, and I'm going to wet this using a toner. You can also use water or a makeup fixing spray. Any liquid will work. So I'm just going to wet this, and then I'm going to take on the pigment and pack it on the lid. Also, when you're packing on the pigment, be sure to dab it like this instead of swiping it, because then you'll have more fallouts and less pigments. Just going to pack on the color on my lid. And then I'm going to go back with the Oops, I dropped it. Go back with the crease shade with no product on the brush. I'm just going to try and blend it out. I'm going to go in for a second time with the same pigment because a lot of it got wiped away when I was blending it. Now the key to any smoky or to any good eye makeup is just to really blend. What you see in tutorials is just 1/10 of the entire blending that we actually do in reality. So that's one thing that you need to keep in mind. You need to constantly go in, blend, put on some more pigment, and then blend some more, and then again blend some more. And then going back with the same shade, which is this one, and again blending. Last time I'm going to go in with the actual transition shade that we used in the beginning to kind of like all bring it together. So I'm going to take the same brush that we used to pack on the pigment, and I'm going to take the same color and put it on the lower lash line. Waterline, I'm going to go in with a black Kajal because I unfortunately do not have a green one, but if you have a green one, please use a green one. So I'm going to go in with the Colossal by Maybelline and put it on my waterline. And I'm going to go in with a clean sort of fluffy brush and just blend it out. The eyes are now pretty much done. The only thing left is mascara and falsies. So I'm going to first curl my lashes with this Vega curler, and then I'm going to put on the falsies by Maybelline. Back to the face, I'm using the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline once again, and I'm going to put it under my eyes, between my brows, tip of my nose, and around my mouth. Now I'm going to set my face, rather the conceal areas, using this L'Oreal Matte Magique powder, and I cannot find my powder brush. Okay, found it. I thought I should finally try the contour shade from the Kiss Beauty palette because I have never really tried it. So I'm going to try it today, and I'm going to just take my pencil brush, because why not, and carve out these cheekbones. This is what the cream contour looks like, and I think it looks pretty damn good. Now for blush, I'm using the Blue Heaven blush in the shade in number 502, and yes, I lost the protective glass that it comes with. So yeah, that happened. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it and put it on my cheeks. Highlighter, I'm going in with the Essence Pure Nude highlighter, and I also finally have a highlighter brush. I have a fan brush, yes. So let's see how this performs. Now that we are glowing for the gods, let's move on to the final step, which are of course the lips. Now I have thought of putting up these two. Now this is the Lakme 925 lip liner in Brick Rose, and this is the Faces Ultime Pro Lip Crayon in Spiced Latte. So I'm going to first go in with the lip liner and draw my lips. This is the finished look. I just put on a pair of false eyelashes and some earrings because I realized I never really wear earrings for my videos, which is super weird because I really love earrings. It's the only accessory that I really love wearing. Anyway, this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, then do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, just the usuals. Also, a very happy Eid Mubarak to you and your family. Whether you're celebrating, whether you're not celebrating, it doesn't matter. Festivals are just a very good occasion for people to come together and eat good food. And yep, I'm talking about biryani because biryani is love. So anyway, Eid Mubarak to you and your family, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.